Hello everyone. Today we are in Hürmak with Mr. Rangan. We are trying to explain to you how to use this machine easily.
We will be introducing you our control unit from LG LS. This is a device that we outsource the hardware and design the software in-house. This is the welcome screen. Here you have two options. You either click on the flags to select the language, or you click somewhere just to begin with. So for example, if you like to change the language, you select one of the flags, just click them and you can select the language that you like to use. Or if you have already selected the language, you can just touch anywhere to start with the software.
And first we want to see that password things, because if we need to change, we need to put the password.
For any setting you want to change with the machine, first you need to enter the password, which will be the operator password in this case. So when you start up, we have F9, which is the passwords page. So you can click here and set the password, which is for once for the basic level operator. And here you need to enable the data input. Right now it's already enabled. Normally you will see it like this, data input disabled. So you need to access here and enable the data input to be able to change any settings. If you like, I can explain the main page.
Yeah,
what we see here,
in this page we explain after we every video. It can be have this. Please explain.
So this is the main page that we see when we start up the machine. Here we get various feedbacks from the machine. For example, here we can see the heaters. If you turn the heaters on, you can see the graphics changing, indicating that it's heating right now. This section is for the screw RPM for the machine, which is showing us the actual RPM during charging. Here we have closing speed and opening speed of the pump. And then we have the secondary pump, pressure and speed values. And here we have the main pump pressure and speed values. And this section is showing us the positions of the machine: clamp position, ejector position, injection position, and clamping force. Right now it's null because there is no clamping power on the machine.
When this alarm is showing here, right?
No, alarm pops up on the screen. Here is the production overview. It tells you what the machine is doing in that moment.
Yeah.
So here we have two lines on Zenith series. On basic machines we have only one line, because it depends on how many actions machine can do simultaneously in one stage. So right now on this machine we can do two actions at once. So we have two sections here. For example, during clamp opening, we have clamp opening message here, and then if we move the ejector or if we move the course, we see the secondary message below it. So both options, both movements that is being carried out by the machine can be monitored here. Here we can see the oil level and the temperature. Here we can see the motor status and the motor temperatures. This machine is equipped with two servo motors, therefore you can see the temperature of both here. At the top line we can see the current status of the machine. It's on the manual mode. When we change it to something else, heaters are off. When we change it into something else, you will see the switching here. You can see the actual cycle count here, last cycle time, mode number, and the name of the mode which was saved in the memory.
You will follow us. Hello everyone again. Now with Mr. Rangan we are under the clamping club setting. What we have? What is this?
What is this?
Mr. Rangan.
Okay, starting with the clamp settings, since it is related, we will now explain you the mold height adjustment page. Normally it could be a very complex thing for many machines, but it's pretty simplified here. So what we do, we install the mold, we set the clamp in some position, in any position, it doesn't matter, and then we will just press start to start the sequence. And it takes about 2-3 minutes maximum, and the machine calibrates itself to the height of the mold.
Fully automatic.
It's completely automatic. You don't need to do anything else. You just press start and wait until you see the confirmation message saying that the calibration is finished.
And we are putting a mold inside in this page, right? I mean,
yes, this is the calibration page. So when installing the mold, you need to have slower movements for the clamp for safety of the equipment. Therefore, when you access the mold thickness settings page and start installing the mold, any movement you make on the manual mode will be carried out with a lower pressure and speed. Even if you have a higher pressure and speed on the regular setting of the machine, it will disregard this and move the clamp at a lower pressure and lower speed for the safety of the worker and safety of the equipment.
Thank you.
So another setting related to the clamp is the lubrication page. This is our lubrication settings page. We have 3 options to lubricate the machine. First is the cycle time, waiting time, and cycle count. Cycle time is the time that defines how long the pump will be running. So once it starts, it will run for 15 seconds. So if you like to lubricate more, you can increase the time here or decrease it based on your working type.
Yeah.
And
if I want to ask you about this waiting time. I mean, when I'm working or just
even now, for example, we are doing nothing. The machine is on, but it keeps counting back from 500 minutes.
Oh.
So it starts counting back. Usually we set it a little bit high because machine spend a lot of idle time in the factory during the adjustments. So the machine will wait 500 minutes as long as it's turned on. Even if you do nothing, it will wait 500 minutes and then lubricate itself.
We can change that too?
Yes, you can set it to 100, you can set it to 1000.
It's working?
Up to you. Yeah, now it started, as you can hear. And cycle count is the cycle count. It's pretty obvious. So after 1000 shots, after producing products, opening and closing of the clamp, the basic way to say it, after 1000 open and closes, it will start lubricating.
If which one is early, they are opening and resetting the others one,
yes,
right?
Both of them are active. So if you make 1000 shots in, let's say, 400 minutes, it will start. Or you make 500 shots, but you wait 500 minutes, then it will start. So whichever one fills first, it will trigger the lubrication. You can also
and resetting the other one.
Yes. You can also trigger the lubrication manually here. So once we start active, it will work for 15 seconds. So we don't waste the loop. So we stop, press stop.
Okay, now ejector.
This is our ejector settings page. As with the clamp settings page, we have 2 sections which are indicated by arrows for easy understanding. This is the ejector forward section and ejector backward section. Ejector forward has 2 stages and back has 1 stage. You can set the ejector position here. Right now it's set to 99 millimeters. So you can set it to some intermediate position. If you put a value here, it will also start using this value, set values here. You have pressure and speed values here. So you can set it in 2 positions for going forward and 1 position for going backward. We have delays here. So if you like to wait before going forward or if you like to wait before going back, you can set a time here. So it will delay the operation considering the time that you set here. You can set the number of shots here. Right now it's 0 because we are not using the ejector. So if you like to push ejector 5 times, you set 5. If you like 2 times, you set 2. Or if you like only 1, you can set 1. If you set it 0, ejector is not active.
We need to, for activating, we need to have
any number.
Minimum
here.
1.
Yes. And you can set hold ejector forward here. So after finishing the sequence, it will push the ejector and keep it there. If it is necessary for taking out the product by hand or by robot, you can select here and it will work accordingly.
Yeah.
If we set clamp here, it's a simultaneous movement of the ejector. So during the clamp opening, the ejector will start dropping the part. So you can set the clamp position here. For example, right now our opening stroke is 900. If I set 580 here, at 580 millimeters, the ejector will start running. during the clamp opening
Yeah.
to save time. If I deselect it, it will not.
Now option outputs.
Optional outputs are the outputs that we use. Sorry. Outputs that we use for.
This page we will.
Okay, in another video.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching us. Follow us, please.